Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Bubloon, aka Pabloon, and today we are taking a look at a new ship. Like we do. I mean, yeah, there's a ton of new ships, and this one is the Huron, and this is a new Tier 7 destroyer from the Commonwealth faction, I guess you could say, or nations. And this thing is pretty much, if you ask me, a Vampire 2 just in a Tier 7 version. You get three turrets, and they are of the caliber 120 millimeters. As you can see, it's a pretty low fire chance compared to the higher tier counterpart, but you know, you still have a 4-second reload, 9 kilometer range. It's not too bad. Turret traverse is pretty slow though. You can take advanced turret, but I went for the torpedoes here because you do only have 4. So just like Vampire 2, you have 4 torpedoes. And they do reload pretty quick, have somewhat good range, and yeah, all around, this is a pretty good package for a Tier 7 DD, and I do have a pretty crazy game for you guys in this ship where we breach 100k in the Tier 7 game. Or it was a Tier 8, but anyways. The skills, you get, of course, the awesome crawling smoke. This is quite insane at Tier 7. I don't know why it's different from, you know, a Tier 10, but it feels like maybe it's the players at Tier 7, you know, there's more newer players, and they don't know what to do against it. I mean, you are completely immune when you use it, and you will see that. Then we have speed boost and sonar. You also get single file torpedoes and an extra heal. So a pretty good package, like I said. For the camo, there's 2 actually, and I don't know how this one's going to be released, but this is the Orca camo, and if you see, there is a killer whale, like, illustration, I think, silhouette. It looks really cool. I like this camo a lot. I think Wargaming have found something here that is, first of all, it fits the game. It is not, you know, unrealistic, and it also looks very cool. I mean, this looks like a camo, something you would see on a real ship. I don't know. To me, this is a very nice camouflage, and I think Wargaming should do more of these animal-themed camouflages. Anyways, let us look at the commander here. I pretty much just took my Vampire 2 commander because I don't have any other commanders for the Commonwealth, and put him over. No skills changed. This is what I use on the Vampire, and this is what I use on the Huron. You can already hear that this sounds pretty much like the new skirmish DD. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a good Tier 7 DD. I'm gonna shut up now, and we're gonna go into the game. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, guys, so here we are, and it's magically a no bots game, and we are bottom tier. It's a Tier 7, Tier 8 game, and you know, there's 4 BBs, so it's looking pretty good. So we start here off on A, and well, I have 2 speed boosts, so I thought, why not just use one of them here? You only get 2, which is, I think it's fine, to be honest. You're good with just 2, and they do get you up to around 40 knots. So the AP, of course, is swapped in because we are potentially going to face a DD over here at A. There's only 1 destroyer on each team, so if we can take him out, then we have pretty free reigns, as there's no CV in this game. So we can, you know, take advantage of our stealth. And if you notice, our stealth is 5 point something kilometers, I can't remember, with, you know, concealment mob. I think it's 5.5 kilometers, maybe a little bit more. Pretty good concealment, but still, you're not the best, I'm pretty sure. It feels to me like you get spotted pretty often here. We spotted Fiji out, and we're gonna check if we can get him with torpedoes. These torpedoes go 7.8 kilometers, which is actually just fine for this tier. It's pretty decent, and when these torpedoes hit something, they take out a good chunk of their HP. It's just like Vampire 2, where you have a limit, you know, a tiny amount of torpedoes, but they reload fast, and they hit very hard. So I want to use these as much as possible, and my goal is pretty much to find the BBs and flank around them. If I can take out this Mahan, and I can maybe scare the Fiji away, then it's gonna probably work out. So Shanks, my guy here in the Mahan, comes in, and we're just gonna torp, hoping that he might just go in a straight line, but he instantly acts and uses his smoke, so we're just gonna try to shoot him down with AP now. I activate my sonar to spot him out, and well, there he is, and he's trying to make a torpedo run on us. So I immediately start going forward, but realize, wait, I have to keep reversing. I use my speed boost to make sure that my propulsion is as fast as possible, and well, we clear the torps just barely. So now this Mahan here is, you know, trying to run away, and you can just see how consistent. If you have good aim, it's very easy to get high damage with the Huron on these DDs. I mean, you're not a set 52, but your AP still hurts, and you have a 4-second reload. So you can see every time we hit him, it's 367 damage. It's pretty good. The Kansas out there, Battleship 2. His name is great, I love it. Gets a Doom Spear in the stern, hopefully, and I kind of use these as, you know, little random Doom Spears of luck, you know. You don't know if they're gonna hit, but they have a short reload, these torpedoes, so you can kind of just shoot them out as you want. Of course, you shouldn't waste them, but I feel like this ship, you can just kind of get away with it, because you have this crawling smoke that can conceal you for 42 seconds. And we get the Kansas taking out his rudder. But yeah, we haven't used the crawling smoke yet, and we have barely been shot at. These guys have not, I mean, the Kansas has not even recognized I'm right here, and he isn't gonna at any point. So we just keep going here, but these crawling smokes are pretty much your get out of jail free card. They are insane, and something that also can happen now at tier 7, 6, and 8 is the smoke train with a battleship. And, well, I like those kinds of tactics. Some people think that it's OP and it ruins the game, but I think the fact of the matter is there's a lot of factors that have to go in. You have to have good communication, have to have person or friends who have these ships, and you also need to be relatively good and hope there's no radar on the enemy team. Like, it's not going to be OP, but I like the fact that we get some of this interesting tier 10 gameplay down here at the, you know, middle tiers. I think it's pretty funny. I hope they release this ship in a fair way. It's a good boat, and I really want this myself. So we're gonna continue on the rampage here. We only have 31,000 damage right now. It's not, you know, it's not looking like a high damage game. But now here comes this Tokachi, another really good tier 7, and we use our crawling smoke for the first time, sending out a Doom Spear of torpedoes, hoping that we might catch, you know, a glimpse of him. He is a fast boat, and I should have accounted more for his acceleration here, but something happens with these torpedoes, and it's a really weird glitchy way. I think, you know, we've all experienced the lag torp, or the random torp that just hits you out of nowhere, or the random torp hit you get out of nowhere. I mean, watch this. So that's one lag torp right there on the Tokachi, and then we get another torp on the Fiji, which to me it did not look like they were gonna get hit, but they did, and I'm not gonna complain. It's just on with the farming, using the crawling smoke as much as possible. We are still almost full HP, and this Tokachi here is first now seeing me. So damage ramping up, fire ticking on him, and we're gonna just hope to take him out here, because I mean, he could take out a considerable chunk of my health, and we need this HP to survive the game, because we are actually down on ships. We may have caps, but they are, you know, outnumbering us. So we do finally take out the Tokachi, and lucky Pierre here in the North Carolina helps me out, I think. I don't know. He was there. It was nice having some, you know, emotional support, and we can now push on to help our cruiser up north. He's got 2 battleships that are flanked all the way around to help him, you know, stay further in our spawn, just to push him further back. The poor little cruiser up there can't do anything. And finally, this little scoundrel here, the Mahan, Shanks, he wants to fight, and well, he's gonna get a fight. So he turns his ship around and gets his guns on to bear and his torpedoes to bear. So we're gonna turn, you know, to meet him head on, crossing the T, as you say. And he's in his smoke, and we're just gonna try hammering away and see where he is. And well, he pops out, very low HP. Shanks is at the end of his ropes, and Shanks goes down to the Huron, the Orca, the killer whale, guys. The killer whale is on the hunt, and now here comes the biggest seals of all, and this Orca is gonna clap him. And the team is not looking good either. I mean, we have points, we are ahead, so to be fair, we're actually kind of safe in this regard. They need to kill me and the other guy to win this in 1 minute. So I activate my last crawling smoke, send out my torpedoes, and the Turpets here actually dodges them. That is kind of course, everyone knows the downside of Doom Spearing is, or sending your torpedoes in one line, is, you know, you are less accurate. But I guess you're lucky enough when there's a Kansas behind the Turpets who gets hit by all of them. And here we see that the fire chance is not really there. I mean, all the games I played, I had low fire counts, which I think is a good thing, honestly. If this thing was just a fire spreader as well, it would be a little bit too good. The 2.5% fire chance is fair, I think, and you do feel it, if in my opinion. I definitely noticed it, and I was like, wait, what's the fire chance on this thing? And then I checked, and then it made sense. So we're closing on 90k damage here. We get the Turpets with a nice salvo there, perfect timing, and the Kansas out there waiting for my Doom Spear is going to turn into it, so everything is just lining up. We are ahead on points, And of course, we're going to get a solo warrior this game. Makes it an even better gameplay. So this is perfect. The torpedo's coming in, 4 seconds left, and there it is. 101k damage. Last hope. Huron is amazing, guys. That is all I can say. I forgot to show the camo differences just before we end the video here, and this thing, the Orca thing here, the Orca camo, the Orca thing, gives ship hit points and firing range. And then we have the historical camouflage that gives firing range and torpedo range. So actually this is better, but to be honest, if you look at this, I mean, it has some, I like this too. It's not a bad camo, actually. It's just very vibrant and very different from this. This is much more subtle and Predator-like. I like this one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Marksman says hi, YouTube. Say hi to Marksman, everyone. Thank you for the cameo, Marksman. Somehow he always does this. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to hop off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.